Hello there and welcome to The Standpoint. It's the last Sunday of October. Yes, and our last program for October, and it's going to be exciting. Today we are celebrating MTN at 25. You see how I'm looking all MTN. They didn't pay me to wear this. But hey, still celebrate. If after this program, tell MTN if they don't come and sponsor The Standpoint, I will sue them. Anyway, 25 years in Ghana. What has the experience been like? What do they have for us after 25 years? What are the questions that people have and the challenges? Well, it's going to be very, very educative and fun as well because we are celebrating 25. I mean, the good, there's the bad, there's the, but we need to celebrate them as well and to encourage them and also point out the challenges that we are having with them so that the next 25 years will be much better than what they have done. Let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth. This is GTP New Style. Thank you to Leran Collections for my dress. Makeup by @the_Glow_Bar or Facebook, The Glow Bar. You can follow them and you can get in touch with them. They'll fix you anytime, every day, anywhere. My hair, making me look very cute and girly by Inshilo GA. Thank you so much. Makeup products always by Note Cosmetics. We take a break. When we come back, we meet 3 top ladies from MTN, and it's going to be exciting. Don't miss it. We'll be back. Welcome back to The Standpoint. Yes, very soon we'll get to Christmas, and I hope you're thinking about me and my children in the rural communities. One brand new shoe for a little child in the rural community, underserved communities. Please, 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 okay? The number to call is 0543-618182, 0543-618182. If you want to send us mobile to, is the same number, 0543-618182. Shoes, brand new shoes, I'm telling you, makes a difference in a little child's life. Well, let me say thank you to MTN Ghana. MTN, 25 years of enabling brighter lives. They are sponsoring this particular program, and we say thank you to them. Thank you. The ladies are looking at me, sure. We also say thank you to GTP, still timeless. GTP is on Oga campaign, original, genuine, and authentic. The best way you can make sure you are buying the original, authentic, and genuine GTP fabric is to make sure you buy from any of the accredited dealers across the country. You see GTP accredited dealer is there, or go to any wooden shop, or you can do as I do. Go online, www.buygtp.com. We also say thank you to Esseron Balloons and Accessories, everything balloons and accessories. They are in charge and they will make sure that you get the best. I think quite recently MTN has something and they were there to, I saw the yellow balloons and everything, they were doing that. It looks so beautiful. Now on my set, I have 3 top ladies. You know I love it when women are in charge. Yes, so from MTN, we're going to have a chat about 25 years in Ghana, and I have the right people here. So let me just introduce them to you. Right opposite me, I have Na Latioko Sena. She is Senior Manager, Organizational Development, MTN Ghana. Welcome to The Standpoint.
Thank you, Gifty.
And next to her is my sister from another mother. She is Togbishro, just like me. Togbishro is Ohineyuri, or Nanayuri. I have her. She doesn't like to carry the title, but me, she will title. She will carry her. Me, I love titles. And she is an author as well. She is Georgina Asarifi Agbenu, Senior Manager, Corporate Communications, MTN. Welcome back to The Standpoint.
Thank you.
And next to her, I have Ruth Baidu, Senior MFS, Operations and Service Delivery. She thinks she can hide. The MFS is mobile money. That's what. Welcome to the Stanford, Ruth.
Very much.
Good to see you, ladies.
Good to see you too.
Ruth, how has the year been for you so far? I mean, we are wrapping up, so let's start. How has it been? 2021.
It's been an interesting year. And coming off from 2020, which was quite a difficult year, so many things happened. In 2021, I personally was looking forward to more positive stories and, a lot more positivity around, the workplace, the country, and everything else. I think so far it's not been that bad. Because we went through 2020, the pandemic and everything, we kind of knew what to expect or how to manage ourselves better compared to 2020, where we were all thrown into the whole, pandemic and everything. So I think 2021, we've been able to manage things better than it was in 2020 when we didn't have too much control. So far so good.
So far so good. This part is nothing MTN. This is personal sister talk. So MTN people, this part is not about them. Was it last year that you published your book, or this year? It's only this year.
It was last year.
Last year.
Oh,
yeah, wow. During the pandemic, you published. How's the book doing? The title is
The Wish List.
The Wish List. Yes. How's it doing?
It's doing well, and I'm just preparing to publish a second one.
Ooh.
Actually, what happened was I had a lot of pages.
Okay.
I did a collection of my column and my articles.
Right.
Anyway, people don't want to read fat books.
Right.
So I had to split them into two. So I'm going to publish a second one. Again, hopefully in November.
Okay. And congratulations.
Thank you.
To you and your husband. Congratulations. It's not easy. Welcome to the club.
Yes, I have to come for some coaching.
But how has it been so far?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it because everything just happened all of a sudden. And I'm trying to adjust and to understand exactly what my role is. So, it's just been like a month or two.
Yeah.
So maybe in 2 months' time, hopefully,
You find your feet.
I'll find my feet for now.
There.
I'm still trying to figure out what it means.
Basically, you'll get there. Now, what about you? How has it been 2021?
I kind of will agree with Ruth. It's been positive, and there's a lot of hope around. You know how 2020 ended with this pandemic, and we still are in it. We had so much hope that 2021 will look much better,
Right.
but here we are trying to find vaccines and do a lot of things. When you talk about me, it's work and family, my two main things. So
Okay.
on the work front, new challenges, trying to overcome the year. On the family front, having fun with the family. Stressful though, combining it because
You're working from home?
Exactly. And once you're working at home, the kids demand your full attention.
Right.
So yeah, it's been
They
fun
don't
in a
really
way.
get it, how you can be home and you say you're working.
I know, right? It's funny. Sometimes I really lock them out. And then the next thing you hear on the call is, mommy. So it's been funny trying to manage and especially when you have younger ones.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still positive. I'm still hopeful.
Yeah.
I look forward to ending 2021 well, basically.
Amen to that. But how long have you been working with MTN?
Whoosh. Now, I've been working with them for 22 years.
You are kidding.
I started working with them
Wow.
when I came out of school, University of Ghana. So
Right.
that's I finished school in June 1999, and I got a job with then Space Phone.
I was going to ask that when we say MTN at 25,
Yeah.
are we referring to the MTN brand or we are starting from the Space Phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
Because the company is still the same.
Okay.
The company is
Okay.
still Scancom
Scancom
Limited, evolved
Limited.
into PLC, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
22 years,
Yes.
I do not regret it.
Wow.
It's been fun.
Wow.
It's been
wow.
an interesting
And have
journey.
you progressed? Have you gone through the ranks that progressed from where you started to now? Of course, now you're a big woman. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I have. If you permit me, I'll just.
Yes.
I started when I came into the business. I was with what we call the billing section.
Okay.
And in those days, we used to pack the bills for every customer. So my responsibility was to, ensure that the bills are packed and delivered to the customer. That was one key side of my role. And a part of my role was also to receive customers that are coming to pay. So a lot of customer service, have a smile, welcome them, encourage them to pay their money because that's where I get my pay from. And then there was this other aspect of the work that managed transport. So when I came in, those were core areas. I came into transport, logistics, and then that side. And then after a while, I progressed to be the transport office manager for MTN. And that's the time we were building all those networks and stuff. And guess what? I was the lady managing over 100 gentlemen, but they were really nice guys. But I was the only lady.
They gave you small wahala.
Well, a bit, but you know how we can be tough when we are ladies.
You,
so
you know.
I won't take that out. But I did have a relationship with all the guys. Knew them personally. Tried to understand where they were coming from, so you could manage them better. So I then moved to become the transport manager. Along the line, I had hospitality. So that aspect added travel. And hospital added to my portfolio as well. And I love welcoming people and ensuring they're comfortable and happy.
Because you have a beautiful smile, you know.
Yeah, apparently. I had a boss who said, call me Na. I need Na in my office. So, so that came on. And then after a while, I was like, look, nah. And that's the beauty about MTN. Let me just say that.
Awesome. That's beautiful. Georgina, how long have you been?
It's been close to 13 years
13
now.
years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And where did you also start?
Well, I started, at the time I joined, MTN had just rebranded.
Okay.
You know, and was setting up the communications department. You know, I think before then in Space Phone, they had it under marketing. They had one PR person under marketing. So they were now starting a new division called Corporate Services, which had legal, MTN Foundation, regulatory, and corporate. So I came, you know, to set up the department. That was when, if you remember, Mawena and Georgiana, those were the days of the rebranding.
I remember Georgiana even dyed his hair yellow.
Those were the days. So
that is the MTN.
it
just sips into you.
You know, I missed the rebranding, you know, so I was back then, you heard all the noise and the yellow and all that, and a year later I joined.
Right.
Yeah, but it's been very interesting. So I joined and started the PR department. And it's grown. Like Na said, there's been a lot of evolution. The role has evolved, although it's the same corporate communications, but it's grown bigger. So at the time I joined, there were only 2 people. Now we are 8. And the work has quadrupled, or, you know, I don't know whether, if there's like 1,000 version of it, you know, because it started slowly as, you know, focusing on media relations and all that. Now I can look at my department and I have about 10 components, because you are doing network communications, customer communications, community relations, leadership communications, supporting HR with internal comms. Mobile Money is a big organization that needs its own corporate communication setup, but we do all the communications for them. We do all MTN Foundation communication. So it's become a very big role, and it's really interesting, you know, working in MTN.
Great. And Ruth?
It's been 12 years for me.
12 years?
Yes, when I came in April 2009, Mobile Money was launched in July. So I got in at the time when everything was just paperwork. We really don't know how this is going to go. And I was just coming out of school doing my master's, and I kept asking myself, what if it, because they called it a project. And I said, okay, projects, it's a bit weird for me, because what if it doesn't go well? What happens to me after? You know, because I felt that,
there are so many,
exactly, there are so many established functions in the, you know, company and all that. So why did I find myself here? And yeah, for me, it was a bit hazy. But so I grew through the entire process. So I saw it from when it was paperwork to what it is today. So
I was going to ask you, how do you feel now?
It's exciting.
Now it's like,
when I go somewhere and I so sometimes when you take certain decisions and you get out somewhere and you hear people talking about it, you're like, oh, so this simple discussion we're having here, it's had a lot of effect or consequence on like wider people that you've never met and all of that. Sometimes I get goosebumps when I come across those.
I don't remember the last time I went to the bank or ATM.
Right.
No, I just transfer from my, you know, my bank's app to my Momo. and then
Yeah,
I'll
the
just
action starts.
yeah. But that one too makes you spend it.
Hey,
That's another thing. It can make you spend.
I'm telling you.
That's another
you lose
thing.
track of it.
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
another thing.
But looking back, you're proud of.
I'm absolutely excited. I have grown. I've learned so much. It keeps getting exciting. There's so much, ahead of us that, we're looking forward to and all of that. So it's been amazing. Nothing short of that.
Let me take my first break. When we come back, we'll continue this and then we'll go on social media too for the questions. And let me take the opportunity to brag small. So on the 24th of September, we won this award. You, our viewers, voted for us. And the Ghana Actors and Entertainers Awards TV Program of the Year, The Standpoint. We won this. Thank you so much for voting for us, and it feels really, really good. And on the 1st of October, I also won this for Women Supported Women Award, Instinct Women Award. And thank you. That night too, MTN won. There are a lot of ladies MTN who won awards. Yeah, congratulations to all of them. We take a break. When we come back, continue. Let me say thank you to our supporters. Go-Got Yogurt. Every woman yogurt is very good for you, so you make sure you take Go-Got Yogurt. Thank you to Awake Purified Mineral Water and Puma Drinks by Casa Preco Company Limited. Kodam's Gift and Stationery. Everything gift and stationery. Listen, Christmas is almost around the corner, okay? They at Cowlin. Get in touch with them. House of Food, Antivera. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cake Technique. Thank you. Mrs. Oforipoku and family, we are grateful. Juice Time. We are grateful. Yacht Cleaning Services, everything cleaning, they are in charge and they will sort you out. Thank you to Stunning Floral and Decor for our beautiful plants, both natural and artificial. We are grateful to all of them. And I have a message for you from Marie Stopes International. Let me wear my spectacles. It said this message is brought to you by Marie Stopes Ghana, experts in women's health. Did you know that if you are a woman age 25 or over, you should have a cervical cancer screening every 3 years? Treatment is quick, easy, and could save your life. Visit Marie Stopes clinics today to get screened. Talk to us on 0800 208585, 0800 208585. That is toll free, and it's from Marie Stopes. And today's programs in October, we are also supported by Cheesy Pizza. We are so grateful to all of them. We take a break. When we come back, we'll continue this. Welcome back to the Standpoint. 25 years of MTN. Has your life been brighter? Charlie, irrespective of all our complaints about MTN, Charlie, that's the truth. But the thing is, me, I've been with them they have never given me cake on my birthday. That thing, I haven't received some. I used to have a friend at MTN, Ifia Sewa. She used to like me. These days, she doesn't like me. So she hasn't given me gift for a long time. And then there was Madame Lumo, right?
Cynthia.
Cynthia, she's still with you?
No, she's with Talo.
Oh, okay. She left that. She was also very nice to me. Now Georgina is trying to be nice to me small. So take it like that. Well, when you put us in. But it's been an exciting journey with them. I've been with them for a very long time. And I saw, a lot of people, some have been 25 years and on. And, it's been exciting and it's been challenging. Like everything in life, it hasn't been easy. So we're going to move to the challenging aspect of it. Now, let me also say thank you to GTP for my cloth. This is GTP New Style. So grateful to them. Thank you to Leran Collection for making this dress for me. And then, of course, my makeup by @the_global. Follow her on Instagram or on Facebook. And then, of course, Chario's Beauty Studio. We are so grateful to them. Note Cosmetics always make sure they give me the makeup product, and we are grateful to them as well. Now back to the studio. I have now Georgina and Ruth representing MTN Story. I mean, yes, they just represent MTN. I'm sure, we talked about the exciting times, but there have been some challenging times as well. Now, before I even go on Facebook, to look at the questions. Let me ask you, Ruth, what are some of the challenges that people complain about, your customers?
So for mobile money specifically, one of the biggest pain points that we've had and it still continues to be is the issue of fraud. And the fraud really comes from social interactions that customers have with people. And like any good thing, the bad guys would be interested in hopping on to see what they can extract or take advantage of the people in there. So that has been some of the challenges that we've had, ensuring that we put in measures to consciously educate customers, because the fraud that happens on a daily basis is just because people sort of took an action when somebody they do not know or they haven't seen before asked them to take an action or do something. So that's been one of the major challenges, and we've worked hard and we continue to work hard to ensure that people are aware that in as much as the technology gives you a lot of convenience and ease, you have to also understand what your responsibilities are in terms of making sure that you have protected yourself, you understand what needs to be done, and understand what you do not have to do. So that's one of the biggest challenges.
But these fraudsters or whoever they keep changing their game.
They are relentless. They work as hard as we work. Sometimes I feel like they're even working, around the clock.
I mean, they nearly had me.
Yeah, there was a time, that I remember you called.
The lucky thing was that, I remember that there was no MTN office in Community 2. I live in Tema.
Okay.
So when they mentioned Community 2, I said,
there's something not right about this.
And the woman, and she sounded like an elderly woman. I mentioned my name nicely. Oh, Hine Gifty auntie. Meanwhile, my Momo too is registered Gifty auntie.
Yeah.
But Hine, so
because they know you.
They know who.
Oh,
we just realized somebody wants to, defraud you, but the number. So you know what? Please, I'm going to take you through the process. You have to, so that we unblock your number. Call the maker.
Yesterday, somebody called me and said, "Oh, what to say?" And I said, "Boko." But when he started, and I figured out the tone, it was going in that direction. I said, "I'm Patrol, Mami no husband Kasawai." No, I started speaking English because I realized that he couldn't really speak. So I spoke English in such a way that he would feel intimidated. So he said, "Mr. Mintichi, or say any Mami no husband Kasa, my husband your friend day." Husband, I was speaking in English all the while because I intentionally wanted to intimidate. And at some point, I realized he hung up because he realized that
you're like the conversation was going. Normally, they will insult you. They will insult you. Yeah.
And what I find intriguing is sometimes they call even the office landlines, because our lines are direct numbers that you can call from outside.
Yeah.
People called me. Sometimes when we're in the office, people will call and say, "I'm calling from the Mtn office." And at that point, I'm freaking out because I'm sitting in the office and you're telling me you're calling for, so you want to help me to do this and that and that. But usually I listen to them because it gives us insight on what they are doing, and it helps us. We've made changes in terms of process and our technology because of some of the insight we glean from these kind of conversations. So I entertain them, and listen to them. But sometimes, somebody told me one time, early morning I got to the office, they called the landline. Oh, somebody had brought my picture to some medicine person somewhere, so they realized I'm a good person, so they are calling to tell me I had a good laugh. And that's it. I mean, don't panic about. So people entertain conversations, and the moment you start the next sentence, the next, then they start connecting, and before you know it, you're giving out some information that they probably didn't know, but you didn't realize you're giving to them. Then all of the complexity starts. So we are urging everybody to really, really, really be mindful of that. The technology is good, excellent. We're improving, we're doing all of that, but we also have a responsibility to make sure that we protect.
Yeah, we did a whole program, on this Momo thing. But now, what I also realized is sometimes we giving and they take our money away, and then we end up getting upset with MTN. You should know that, but what are you doing? I know it's a rules, but as HR, what are you doing to make sure you chase this? It must be tough, but are you really working hard to rig the system of these fraudsters?
Indeed, we are. I like to say that internally we run different campaigns in terms of fraud. right? MTN is a very ethical organization. So we even have an institution or a setup responsible for keeping people ethical. So internally, we do not say that it's a problem that's outside, but we also work at educating our employees.
That's also another thing people accuse. They said you have people inside who aid.
No.
But you all can't be angels, so sometimes, you know.
No. Well, there's something about MTN. We when at least I might be an HR person, but I've seen it happen years and years, and I've seen colleagues who have left and come back that says, once you're an MTN now, even when you go out, you still remain yellow. You understand? Because it's about we have a compelling EVP and behaviors that we relate to. So if I talk about values, we talk about integrity, right? One of our values is integrity, and being ethical in everything we do is very important, and understand the implications of the fraud, because Gifty, you and I know when more people defraud, it's not only impacting that one person. There's the bigger good, the whole company, as well as the country, right? And definitely we don't want to be known for a nation of fraudsters, right? So there's a reputational aspect of it. So collectively we are working as a team, so it's not just a responsibility of Ruth, but every MTN is on board, educating, telling their families and friends of how to deal with sad incidents.
That's reassuring to know. But let me go on Facebook, and I'm starting with Georgina. Charles Pinto says MTN should increase their birthday bonuses to customers. So their customers, okay, then Joseph Kijama says MTN, they've done well, but still need room to improve upon some of their services, especially the Momo swindlers. I thank them for giving me Android phone in April this year. Oh, that's nice. Please, me, they didn't give me anything. Okay, so that's not a question. Maybe you can take it later. And then Ahmed Bediako Karim says, why is it that their network is very poor in many parts of the country after 25 years of service in Ghana? So please note that. We'll look at that. And then Enima Osefrimpos, I suggest they should work on their internet, costly but poor connection. And then we have Sechi Kojo Akumia. How much royalties or tax have you paid to Ghana government? After that, as for that one day, I only have to know that we always hear them. They pay the tax by MTN for long. They will say for some time ago you used to be the highest or something.
We're still number
You're
one.
still number one. Okay.
Consistent, yeah.
So that one day, at least I hear it in the news. And then Larine says, in terms of their corporate social responsibility, they have done extremely well for Ghana. But my question, how come I have never enjoyed their birthday cakes and stuff? Being with them over a decade. Not fair. But again, their network is not everywhere as they claim. Go to the north. It's terrible. We have Larry said, this birthday cakes and stuff, I don't know how they choose, so they should let us know. Please, me, they haven't given me some. But me, my name is everywhere. But they haven't given me some. Okay, let me pause here. And then, Georgina, you can take some of the questions. I think the network, not everywhere after 25 years service. That's it. But the birthday cake and all those things. I mean, I think that one we can talk about it later. But your service being poor, internet service also sometimes. Yeah, you are the communications person, so.
Yeah. So thank you. Very interesting points there. I mean, when it comes to network service and network delivery, let me just take 1 minute to explain. One, we believe we are, not that we believe, we are in all regional capitals, all district capitals. I remember that even when we evolved from 2G to 3G, we were the first network to meet the criteria that you had to be in every district within a certain number of time. And MTN is always the first when it comes to deploying technology. But we should also understand that to be able to deliver network service, you need a lot of things. For example, you need a LAN to put the mast on. And if the mast has to be at a particular place, it has to be there. There are communities where people will say, we don't want the mast there. You put it there, they fight you. It takes you months and sometimes years to acquire the permit to be able to put up a
sometimes
mask.
they used to say that it will give you some.
Yes, people will say it will give you cancer. But all over the world, everybody use the mask. The reason why in Ghana and in many parts of Africa, you have to put up the physical mask is because we don't have a lot of high-rise buildings. Outside, there are so many high-rise buildings. You just mount it on them.
Top, yeah.
So it's not in your face. But in Africa or in Ghana, it's just the bare land. You have to put it there to be able to get that height. Secondly, you also need spectrum. Spectrum is what gives you the opportunity to be able to expand. Right. And as we speak, we are still engaging government to give us additional spectrum, because without a spectrum, you can't expand. And then you also need a permit. Like we said, EPA has to do an assessment of whether it's good for you to put up a mast there. There are guidelines that you have to follow. So sometimes, depending on where you are and depending on the location of the next mast, it may affect, the reception. A network is not deployed within a day. Right. It's something that you do in phases. So we want our customers to bear with us. Okay. We believe that when it comes to network coverage, we are better than everybody, and we all know, but nice, of course, we have to keep doing more.
Okay, all right. So let's move on. Musa Gomba Sang says their customer relationship is very poor at the regional and district levels. Improve on their network, and their internet is too costly. Okay, now Narcissus Guy. I don't live in Ghana, maximum of 6 weeks each year, and I have an MTN number, but they always deduct my credit. Since I don't want the number deactivated, I buy 100 cedis monthly just to keep the line active and receive phone calls. They always send me subscribe messages when I decline. I'm debited 30 pesos each time. This happens a lot. This month, 100 cedis credit is now left with 37 Ghana cedis, and I haven't received any phone call. I'm prepaid customer. And then the last one says, Enima says, thank you for the opportunity. Big says, okay. She's just thanking me for allowing her to ask questions. So these are the questions. So who will take it? And I'm sure you've been hearing people saying, you MTN, maybe I'm a credit. Me did tell you, as soon as I buy it, they just send me a message that I've spent all my credits and all my data is gone and all that. I'm sure you hear those things.
Yeah. So I was even going to comment on the
guy who says he doesn't live in Ghana.
Yeah, that's very strange.
I get a sense that he's subscribed to certain services that he's not aware of. So those services come with deductions because it's content. They share content with you, and then you pay for it at the end of the period. And sometimes people click on, even listen to caller tunes. When you call somebody and there's something that says press a certain number if you want to record or save or something. But people sometimes unconsciously do these things without realizing that they have taken an action. Okay. But for all the services that we have, there's also an opt-out option for every service. So when you contact us, we will check your number for you. If there are any hidden subscriptions, it happens. I mean, you do it without knowing. Sometimes people have all these phones that have functionalities that have been ticked that says do an auto update on ABCD. So things are always running, especially the smartphones. The background, people go on all sorts of sites and get busy with things. And before you know it, I just recharged and the data is missing. MTN has stolen because I haven't browsed, I haven't gone anywhere. But there's so much that's running on your account. So the best thing is to get in touch with us. Let's look at your number, see what the problem is, and deal with it one-on-one, because it's not a generalized problem. People have different circumstances.
Let me just quickly add that for the person who says he's outside, in addition to what his Ruth said, we need to get him to reserve his number. I think you only pay 20 cedis or so, and we reserve it for 2 years. So he doesn't have to think about, buying. It's really not necessary for him to recharge. All he has to do is to reserve his number.
20 so we'll be reserved
for 2 years. I have to check the fact. But maybe he can send you a note on the side with his number. We will get in touch with him and ensure that the reservation is done for him. He doesn't have to recharge.
Okay. I need to take a break. But when we come back, I want us to look at this issue of the paying, the Momo thing. That one too is a big thing. when you send money, they deduct you. When you're going to withdraw the money, they deduct you. Those things. There's sometimes a bit
you
of
pay twice.
Yes. You pay twice and all those. We'll look at that before we move on to the way forward, the next 25 years. What are we to expect from MTN? Let's say thank you to GTP for sponsoring the Standpoint. GTP is on our GAG campaign, original, genuine, and authentic. Go to any of the GTP dealers, across the country, nationwide, or within shops, or buy online, www.buygtp.com. Thank you to Esteron Balloons and Accessories. Now they have branches everywhere. Mokola on the Sprinters Road near Flowerport, not too far from Palace Mall. They are also at Weja, at Chimota, and East Legon. Just get them, call their number, and they'll be there to support you. We also sponsored by Mary Stopes International. Did you know that if you are a woman aged 25 years and above, you should have a cervical cancer screening every 3 years? The treatment is quick, easy, and could save your life. Visit Mary Stopes Clinic today to get screened. Talk to us. That's Mary Stopes on 0800-208585. That is 0800-208585, and it is toll free. So make sure you do that. We take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the next 25 years. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Standpoint. 25 years of enabling brighter lives. That's MTN journey so far, and we've had the opportunity to explain a few things. Let me say thank you to our supporters. That's Standing Floral and Decor for the plants, both natural and artificial. Get in touch with them. They will just beautify. I love plants. I just love plants. So you can imagine, I'm so much in love with them. And thank you to Yep Cleaning Services, Cake Technique, Gogot Yogurt, Juice Time, Awake Purified Mineral Water, and Puma Drinks by Casapreco Company Limited. Kodam's Gift and Stationery, everything gifts and stationery. Thank you so much to them. House of Food, Auntie Vera, thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, thank you to Mrs. Oforipoku and her family, always making sure that they support us. We are so grateful to them. This program is dedicated to the MTN Ghana. Yes, they sponsored this particular segment, and we are celebrating them and enjoying what they have done so far. Now to what they will do for us the next 25 years. Better, stronger, together. That's what they say. Sister Ruth. No, the Sister Roots. Then it's getting hot in here. Most of the complaints we have is the pain, especially some competitor is making it free. We pay twice. What's up with that?
So the notion of pay twice is a little problematic, because if you look at it this way, there are two transactions that are involved. The first one is the peer-to-peer, what we call, for instance, if I want to transfer money to you, you deliver the service to me, and I am transferring money to you for payment of that service. So that's one transaction. Then there are so many services that we have on the system which are free. So imagine if I pay the money to you and you performed a free service on the system, then there's because not every transfer results in cashing out. Right. Yeah. You cash out when you need the cash for something. Yeah. But sometimes you have to do other things like pay your DSTV, do all sorts of things, which is free on the system. So what we try to explain to customers is that peer-to-peer is a different transaction from cashing out. For the peer-to-peer, for instance,
even that one, they do it, especially when you go to a fuel station or you are paying for a service, and they'll tell you that you should add some, let's say 100 cedis. They will say to 101 or 100, 202 because you're betting me.
That's the problem, because most of these vendors, they have services that allows them to push their money to the bank, and most of those services are free. So we encourage them to make sure they are charging the customer the exact amount, so that when the customer is also paying, they are also encouraged to pay. For the cash out, for instance, the cash out process involves the agent. So the agent also invests money in the service and gives, makes it available for customers. So they also get a commission out of the
So the cash out, the commission goes to the agent.
We share it between us and the agent. So they get their part and we get their part, and they get it instantly. So it's also a way of encouraging people to hold cash, because it costs the agent to also mobilize cash and hold it, waiting for somebody to come and perform a transaction. They could have used it, invested it in another business, or whatsoever. So it's also a form of motivation, ensuring that everybody gets their fair share in the ecosystem. So there are two different transactions, literally. And so that's how, because if I was transferring money to you and you are in Tema and I live in, let's say, in Sawem, if I had to pick transportation and come to you, all of those things, it was going to cost me the security aspect and all of those things. So we are enabling,
have an accident,
exactly, all sorts of things are happening. So we're enabling.
And then mobile money
Because
just
there are
starts
two
that.
different agents.
Exactly.
Each one will earn its own commission.
Yeah.
So when you perform it one way, it's one transaction, as she's saying, and you
But-
have to pay for it.
But if you
If you are
cashing out,
cashing
somebody
out
else
and using it for the other, yes, it's
It's
also another, and that
enabling
Momo agent also has to be paid.
compensated.
So 25 years on, maybe one day it will be free. Maybe one day.
you know,
Nothing is
with
impossible.
MTN, yeah.
MTN is always
And
evolving.
we do a lot of free
A lot of things.
so we give a lot of things for free, but people don't say. It's like every day they want more.
Of
But
course.
you see, it's important for us to know that to sustain a business, free things will not last. We want to contribute to employment. She spoke about the 200,000 people.
Yeah.
If they go out of job, you and I know what will happen. So we need to be able to pay the right. And that's why it's like, if the amount is less than 50 cedis, you pay like 0.5.
Yeah.
And if it's above, it's 1%.
And we don't we don't charge you more than 10
Than 10
Ghana
cedis.
Yes.
So even if you are supposed to be cashing out 5,000, it's still 10 Ghana cedis.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And that's a place that people get lost. They still think they have to do the 1%. And some agents,
It's not a literal 1%.
Yeah.
No.
Cap it at
10,000.
10
Yes,
cedis.
yes.
10 cedis. So beyond
2,000 is to 10
1,000,
cedis.
10 cedis.
Not
So what
that they
people,
asked me to, but I just assumed.
no, it's not 1%. I mean, 1% of 5,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So yes, that's
We
50
don't charge more than
cedis. So
10
even if
cedis.
it's 5,000, it's 10 cedis.
Cedis.
If it's 10,000, it's. But what people do is they take it out in thousands. They will say, "Oh, me need 3,000." Then he will tell you to, encash the 1,000. Then he will take you the 10 cedis. Then you do another 1,000 till baby,
Smart
then
way
you
of-
Agents must be
A business.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that is why we encourage people to put their money on their wallet and do the transactions.
Exchange.
So you
Without
don't have
cashing
to
it,
cash
yeah.
in out every time. Just make sure you are just moving it around like you do. Shop and pay your
I
bills.
just, Momo, it makes it easier. But as I said, by the time you realize, especially when you take madam shopping,
No.
Mommy, I want this. I know that's okay. Oh, please, do you have Momo? Then they said,
Now they
they
themselves will tell you, we have Momo. We accept Momo. The moment you start looking at it,
as much as you want.
you look at the shoe, they will say, oh, madam, please, we accept Momo.
I don't have money, thinking that would be a deterrent.
Yes,
Oh, we have Momo.
We have Momo. In fact, some of them even tell you, oh, I can take down your number. Don't worry. You can send me the Momo later. He doesn't know you, but he believes that you will send him the money.
Business people. Now, what should we expect next from MTN?
Yes, I know Gina is going to talk about our strategy and what we hope to do. But in our space, because we have evolved and we keep improving and investing in our services, we're moving into a space where we become digital operators. A digital operator, which means we need to invest in our employees. So I'm an HR person. What matters is ensuring that we keep rescaling our employees and upskilling them to better be able to deliver on the expectations of the strategy we have in place. And because of that, we have even looked at our employee value proposition, right, which is we try to create a compelling case where it will drive our performance. So what we tell MTN is that you need to live inspired.
Okay.
And living inspired means you work with meaning. We create an environment that enables you to work with meaning. We also ensure that you thrive in positivity. So you see that you can, we're very big on health, the well-being of an employee.
Right.
So we're talking about our employees. We are professionals, yes, but MTN creates communities on tools like Yama, where you have people who love plants. So we have the horticulture group.
Yeah.
We have the fitness group. You know, that is very fun. You see people growing all kinds of things, either food or plants, like you said. Gifty, you would enjoy MTN. Because there's a whole group that grows this lovely stuff, the horticulture team.
Okay.
And they're made up of all levels, you understand? So you create communities in the team.
Okay.
So we thrive in positivity. We also ensure that we connect to develop. You know, we talked greatly about the need to develop, right? And for us, it's a big thing, right? MTN will invest in you. MTN is big on investment, right? And then the last one, we enable you to grow with purpose.
Okay.
So anybody out there who's going to join this yellow family, you are in for great times to come.
And I was going to say that it's not just about the staff, because when you are happy, you have been invested in, you become a better person, it affects your family.
Definitely.
Yeah. You know, and it spreads in the community.
Definitely.
So we all stand to benefit one way or the other from what one person, because it takes one person to, and we, your customers and your clients, you know, you can't give us what you don't have.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you get people, all those who are about to join the yellow family, we're waiting for you. I mean,
please, I want to get employed.
Please come. We'll just get you in.
Yes, Mama G.
Yeah, and just to add on the investor in people thing, just to add that even recently, MTN has, you know, been given a global accreditation for investment in people. So there's and we have a platinum, which means we've gone to the highest, we're a high-performing company, you know, and it's a rigorous assessment that is done. You have a global person coming to check and to interview people, you know, to be sure that what we say we do for our people, really we do it. So that's a big one. But now I spoke about the, you know, the future. The strategy of the business has changed. MTN changes its strategy every now and then. So before, people would know that we used to talk about Bright. Before Bright, there was a strategic intent that we moved to Bright. We want to be the best in customer service and all that. That's still there. But now we've moved it to what we call Agenda 2025, which means that by the time, you know, by the time we hit 2025, we should be a full digital company. So someone will say, what are you now? We used to be a telecoms company doing voice and data. Now we are big on digital, you know, because you know that COVID accelerated the digital, you know, usage. Everybody is doing work from home. We have been working from home since last year, March, and we are still working from home and meeting all our targets and delivering. Even people are doing churches online and all that. So that is where MTN is going.
Okay. Final words, because I'm just saying so many things, but my time is up. We need to go. I was going to say that three of you should go and plan and look for money. One day we should bring our cameras today, meet the ladies, and we'll do a proper stand. But all of them will share their experiences. Maybe we'll do part 1 and 2. I'm sure it'll be fine. You know, we'll move there. Do part 1 and 2 as well. But in conclusion, what have you got to say to your customers and clients out there especially?
It's been an amazing journey with MTN. And if you've been with us on this journey, we do appreciate you. We thank you so much. We keep listening. I like what there's room for improvement. It's one of our words, business continuity, improving our processes or something. So please be on this journey with us, because we'll keep you excited. We are there for you. We're there for you. You understand, Gifty? And we keep listening. We put the customer in the middle of what we do. So be on this journey with us, and you are in for a lot of things.
A lot of things, Gina.
The future is bright yellow. I'm quoting our CEO, the way he puts it. The future is bright yellow. And we'd like our customers to know that the future is very bright. There are lots of exciting things. If you are on MTN and you are excited, you haven't seen anything yet. There's more excitement coming ahead of us. There's a lot of value. There's going to be a lot of partnerships, like Ruth said. There's a lot that our teams are planning for our staff. And most importantly, we want to take the opportunity to say thank you. Thank you for being with us from day one. Even if you joined yesterday, you made a decision to be with us, and we are very grateful.
Madam Engineer.
Thank you still continues. For me, thank you for 25 years sticking with us. Thank you for 12 years sticking with us on mobile money. There's a lot of things that we have at stake. We are building together, we're going together. We're asking you to bear with us when we have issues here and there, but your feedback is so important to us. It helps build us and shapes our future. So we thank you for always bringing the comments in and telling us, what you feel about ourselves, because without that, it's very difficult to see what you're, behind you. So we appreciate them very much. They should look forward to exciting times ahead, and we want to go with them in centuries to come.
I just remember in 30 seconds, who will take it? This re-registration thing, what is it? We have to, Gina. Briefly, then we go. Yeah.
Okay. So, we want to take the opportunity to remind our customers that, the government has asked that we register SIMs again, just to make sure that we have the right IDs. And this time, we are using just the Ghana card. So apart from the Ghana card, please don't go and register with your passport and, driving license and all that. If you don't have a Ghana card, please go and get one. And people should not panic. You don't have to flood our customer service points or our branches. It's from now, then it's going to end at the end of March, 31st March 2022. So you have 6 months. There's time. Take your time. Get your Ghana card, and then just go. But you have to start with *404. You check, and then you are linked to the Ghana card. So that's the first process. You can do it even at home before you go to our service centers. But like we are saying, you don't need to rush. You don't need to panic. It's a 6 months period, and I'm sure we'll get everybody registered.
Right. Thank you very much, ladies. I've enjoyed, chatting with you today. And there's a lot I have picked up, and I've learned a lot as well. And I just want to say thank you. And I have these pizzas from...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, cheesy pizza for you. This one you can pass on to Na, and then this to Gina, and this one to you. Yes, thank you. So enjoy it. Don't give it to the children. Tell them that you deserve some. That's a difficult one. My little one soon I said, "Oh, that's my pizza." I said, "Who says it?" Anything she wants, my iPad. So, my iPad. Who's claiming it?
Already claiming property.
Well, thank you so much. It's been fun, and I hope that we have been a bit more enlightened. And of course, as time goes on, we'll have such conversations as well, because it's part of us, and we need it as well. I'll be back with a bit of me. Today, I want to talk to you about the use of your technology. Yeah, I'm talking about the mobile phone in your hand. No, I won't go into the laptops and the iPad. No, the mobile phone. Ladies, we love our phones. We take the pictures. We post on social media. I'm number one culprit. But do you know there's so much you can do with our phone? I write my books on my phone. What do you use yours for? Technology has come to stay. Digitalization is here. Our children are in school. Are we abreasting ourselves with what they are learning, what they do, so we'll be able to help them? We complain we don't have jobs. Our jobs are not paying well. But do you know there's so much we can do with our phones that will earn us some money? I remember not too long ago, we had a lady on the standpoint who talked about making her first 100,000 Ghana cedis during the first 3 months of COVID last year. Yeah. She did it on social media. She did business big time. There's so much. Whatever we do, it's here to stay with us. It's become part of our lives. I am still learning. Until recently, I didn't even know how to, don't laugh at me, but to check the Instagram, the DMs, and how to follow back and all that. But such challenge now, I know the thing, I'm keeping up. Very soon, maybe there may be a whole year where our children will be asked to stay at home and do the schooling online. Will we be able to help them? Let us allow the phone to work for us, not we working for the phone. That phone, that technology, that digitalization can make or unmake us. I'm a woman with super crazy faith in God. I know God has got us covered, but He has also given us wisdom. And part of the wisdom is how to use our technology. And the now come to stay, digitalization. In the days of the Bible, there were no mobile phones. Now they are. There are iPads. The mobile phones are upgrading. How are we going to apply it to our life so we don't lose out? Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.